The Sega Genesis. What else could be said about the Sega Genesis? That countless of gaming channels, news articles, news outlets, many people have said a lot about the Genesis. And in this video, I probably won't say much about it. In this video, we're focusing mainly on the games that I own, to finish off this little trilogy. Tasmania, obviously based off of the character Tasmanian Devil from the Looney Tunes. I never really liked this game. People may have enjoyed this, but it's not a good, in my personal opinion. Alright, so you move left and right. Yeah, that kind of looks creepy. Oh, I don't mean to startle anyone in this video. I mean, it is cool to see him use fire and all, but you die too often in this game. In a way, this is kind of a Sonic the Hedgehog-like game, but I don't know. I just never cared for it, so I'm probably going, when I can, sell this game off. And buy a different game. This is the most iconic game on the Genesis I own. As you can see, I just don't know if I'll get a copyright strike, so if I get one, I might have to take this one down and edit the video. But everything about this game is just screams iconic. Still haven't been it. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is having problem loading. Okay, there we go. Now this is pretty much like the original Sonic, but it introduces Tails, so cool. Honestly, I played this way more than the original Sonic the Hedgehog. And I still haven't beat this game either. This right here, I think, is a more experimental game for the Genesis. Toy Story for you could argue even for the Super Nintendo as well. I mean, you wouldn't expect this type of graphics for a 16-bit game. But it looks like the movie playing on the Genesis. Granted, it's not the movie, but this looks more like Woody than even in Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 2. The only thing that sucks about this game is that when you fight Buzz at Pizza Planet is like literally so impossible. So I give up on that game. Nice. My phone is projecting the game screen. Gee, on this one, and Home Alone, I have the hardest luck with. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not going to even bother with I don't even feel like grabbing footage for that. Of course, Star Wars Arcade is for the 32X, and well, sorry, slight jitter. But obviously this won't fit inside Genesis normally. You would have to have a 32X. And last but not least is the one game I based off of a movie I hate. You don't hear that too often. And my game won't start. If you haven't guessed, Jurassic Park. Yes, Jurassic Park. I hate the movie. Even though I recognize it is an important movie that that kind of proved CGI as viable, but I just hated that movie just for being so scary. And before I get hate in the comments, yes, I know it's meant to be scary, but younger me hated that movie just for it scaring me as a kid. And everyone kept on enjoying the movie. But oddly enough, I kind of enjoyed this game, but I'm stuck on it. In conclusion, it seems like I really didn't make much of a case for the Genesis, but I'm limited on how many games I own for the console, and the fact that I suck at playing Genesis. I mean, I got quite kind of used to the controller layout. I mean, I'm one third of a way there to me able to grasp the Atari Jaguar controller. And yes, my Nintendo 64 controller almost fell. Yes. But in short, I hope this video doesn't put off people from buying a SNES or a Sega Genesis, because they're both great consoles in their own right. Both consoles kind of hold a place in my heart, even though I never grew up with a NES or Sega Genesis. I grew up as a PS2 guy. And if I'm able to go back and look at 16-bit consoles like the NES, yeah, guys, the NES is 16-bit. No. You look at a console like, the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, and you have to realize these consoles were someone's childhood, or even in their very first consoles. So, even though I don't do a good job representing these consoles, I don't think I insulted or made fun of any console side. Now, let me know in the comments who think won the 16-bit era. But I think Nintendo won with the SNES, since the Genesis was designed to compete with the NES and not the SNES. So, on that note, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see all of you in the next video. Yes, the awkward hand movements did not die. You claim to know my work, you claim to like my songs, but you don't know